Grand Rising Israel. Shalom. All praise to the Most High. Ahaya, Bahashem Yeshaya. Just gonna share just a little conversation with y'all. I want to touch down and talk about racism on a worldly understanding. Want to deal with me as a Hebrew tribe of Judah, so-called black man here in America. Went through, witnessed, and constantly had to deal with. I could pretty much tell you the truth that since I've been in this truth, this understanding, and keeping the laws and commandments to the best of my ability, keeping the Sabbaths to the best of my ability, the Most High has put that hedge back over me and moved this world out of my way. And what I mean by that is the true protection that comes with this, coming back to the laws and commandments that were given to us, the northern and southern tribe, northern being Israel, southern being Judah, all Israel. Then the other thing I want to touch down with is about the northern kingdom, dealing with racism and this world, what I've witnessed. And then I want to touch down about Esau, Edom, the so-called white man in this world, and what I've witnessed with their racism, what role they play in this world. I've had plenty of jobs and never had any kind of issues with the jobs, meaning attendance wise. Give you an example. I work for this company out in Houston, Texas, big oil company. I was there for 5 years, never had any attendance problems, never scrapped a tool. And I built oil excavation tools. I'm a certified blueprint reader. So I was doing assembly, completions. And there was a white Edomite, what was his name? Bobby Gilbert. Anyway, used to always harass me and give me a hard time for no reason. So I had to call corporate on him a couple of times. And like about the third time I called corporate on them, they pulled me in the office and they said, "Well, can you tell us what you think the issue is?" We all sitting around this table in this office. I said, "Well, I know what y'all want to hear. Y'all want to hear me say it's racism." I said, "You got to ask that man what the problem is, because I don't have no write-ups in my file or anything, so there's no reason for him to keep harassing me. And so you need to find out what his issue is." The lady's name was Wendy. She looks at me, she goes, "That's a good answer." So she asked me to leave the room. They talked to him. Now they straightened this mark out. He was good to go. Every time I had these corporate meetings for a couple of months, and he'd be right back at it, And so they were coming to do layoffs one time, and they had 3 shifts available. Everybody wanted first shift. Second was the next best option. I chose third shift. I figured I'd come in, make my money, do my quota and everything, and I ain't got to see none of these weirdos, Because I put the word out there. I was in the world. I put the word out there. If I caught this fool at Walmart, I was going to put my hands on him, because he was playing with my house. This is how I paid for my bills and took care of my daughter insurance-wise. The trap they put you in this world, But I would never admit to it if they confronted me about it. But I let it be known that I had a problem with him, So I went to third shift. This man, I was up under Ishmaelite supervisor for third shift. It wasn't too many people on that shift, nobody really want to work it. But it was available, so I took it. I was the only assembler that took that shift. because everybody wanted to be home with their families. Did you know this man was on first shift and started a rumor that I got caught in the bathroom sleeping? And so he was spilling the rumor like wildfire. So the rumor was going around that they were trying to get rid of me. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even no truth to it. He was trying to put it in the air because if you repeat a lie, it becomes a truth in that type of environment. All these people don't have no lives. They go to work for drama. Females, male females. So I found out about it. I went to the new supervisor that I was on and said, "Hey man, you heard this rumor about you caught me in the bathroom sleeping?" He's like, "Man, what are you talking about?" So I said, "Well, okay, I need you to verify that. I'm going up to management, man. I'm about to take care of this. This is like the fourth time I had to call corporate on this client." So I had the supervisor's number, the plant manager number. So I texted him. His name was Ruben. He called me back. He said, "What's going on, Q?" I said, "Hey man, I'm about to call corporate and file a sexual harassment case." He said, "Sexual harassment? What are you talking? Come up to my office." Go up to his office. He said, what are you talking about? Who's sexual harassment?" I said, "Well, look, I didn't call corporate before about this Bobby Gilbert, and he keeps doing it." I said, "I'm starting to think that he's sexually attracted to me or something. Something wrong with this dude. Well, why he keep messing with me?" He started laughing. He said, "Man, you had me scared. What are you talking about? What happened now?" So I told him about what he just did. And this the thing. This guy, he got that job because he was a sandbox buddy of another white guy that worked there. There was a guy more qualified who had just had a house built, had a wife, pregnant with their second child. This job that Bobby had got because he was a friend of a friend, entitlement. He got the job and the guy didn't. This guy ended up, the young guy who didn't get the position, who was more qualified, who was training everybody to build the tools. Bobby couldn't even read a blueprint. They sit up there, and this young guy, white Edomite dude too, he was losing his new house, taxes and everything. They were about to take his house. You know what Esau do anyway. But anyway, he sends his wife pregnant off to the store. Goes in the bathroom with a shotgun, sits in the tub because of all the pressure of this world, blows his head off. The company pays out like 30, 60 grand or something to the wife, to keep her. She trailer trash. That was a come up, pacified. They play you on your ignorance, so you of this living in the tax bracket of a minority, you're considered a nigger to them. The ones that eat first and the elite and etc. I'm just sharing that with you. So this is how he got in his position to abuse it and didn't even get in there and try to learn how to do a job. This is what Esau Edomites do. Not all, but enough of you. You abuse your authority. So nothing came of it. And just so happened 2 weeks later, they came to me on a Monday and told me that I was getting laid off. And Ruben was like, "I want to let you know this has nothing to do with what happened a couple of weeks ago. Your department just came up." And I said, "Look, man, you don't owe me no explanation." I said, "I've been looking for a way out. I wasn't going to quit because then I wouldn't get my severance package. They were trying to run me off. That's what it's called down south. They try to run you off, try to make you abandon your position. So I took my severance and I left. That was that. But this wasn't my first rodeo with these clowns. In this kind of atmosphere, employment. And then come to find out later in life, Bobby got a daughter. She was 19 at the time. She had a baby by a black guy, and some Mexican guy told me, "Yeah, that's probably why he don't like you, man. His daughter got knocked up by one of y'all, you know." But this is what I'm saying. The hearts that they speak of in the Bible, the scriptures about the Israelites, how we are as a people, forgiven. Besides us that's living in this world lost, chasing, trying to be like the heathen, we're of another world. We're conditioned by the computer programmer. You got a program in your computer that's got a virus, the programmer put it in there. part two. Let me get to this.